107.5 WBLS, your number one source for R&B.
Let's talk a little bit about fear. You mentioned that you teach children as well. What are some of the common fear stories that you've heard from people?
Well, I'm going to say this fear is not only with children, it's also with the adults. It has no age group, it has no socioeconomics, and it has no color. What I find very amazing about fear, it could be from someone else having a problem in the pool that the other person just said, forget it.
Right.
Or as yourself having a problem in the pool. I think one of the children that I have taught now for several years, he fell in backwards into a pool in Mexico. And this is the scary part. He was with somebody else, and he was supposedly getting swimming lessons, and he almost drowned. His father had to jump in to save him. That was it for him.
Yeah.
So then the mother brought him to me. This kid, to put his foot in the water, would literally start crying because he was that afraid. Because you know what, memory is something. That's what it's called, memory. It comes back. And that fear comes back as soon as you get close to anything that resembles it. So I think the way to break the fear is, number one, you have to find a place that offers swimming lessons, that offers a fear of water swimming lessons, which we do. I copyrighted, trademarked, and wrote a curriculum because I started to see it so much that I was like, I need to really concentrate on this and figure it out. And from doing that, I realized a very huge component is trust. And that component will make or break that swimming lesson. I think a second component about that is not only trust, but I think it's also, you have to have a one-on-one environment. There can't be a group of kids and an instructor. It has to be one-on-one. You have to literally face this person on a constant basis and let them know you're there. And the other thing, they have to be patient with themselves. You have to be patient with them. And you have to start where they are, not where you think you should begin with them. So if it is just about putting their foot in the water, that's an accomplishment. And take it as such. And you can't get frustrated with yourself, because I never will. I take the smallest things and I make the biggest. You'll see me, I'm a big clown in the water, but I think it's so important that we celebrate those little milestones, because it's one step closer. It's one step closer, and there's nothing bad about that. That's great. I think it's really great.
So to that child who had problems putting his toe in the water, gradually, what happened? What was your tactic to help him get over his fear?
Believe it or not, we have these submergible platforms, and what they do, they change the level of the water. Even though the water may be just 3 feet, 5 inches deep, it really changes. It's only 2 feet.
Okay.
Because the platform just changes. That it's a platform. You are able to put your foot on. So what I would make him do is sit on the side of the pool and just put his feet in to where he could touch the platform. And then we would actually take water in our hands and just rub our body with the water. And then I would take water and I just touch his face. And then I talk to him and say, well, listen, we have to learn how to blow bubbles. Now, we're still sitting on the side of the pool.
Right, this is not even getting in.
We're not even in yet. And I would teach him how to blow bubbles, which I would say, how old are you? They would tell me, said, well, you have a big, huge birthday cake. I said, you gotta blow out those bubbles. Show me what you would do. And naturally, a child will blow out bubbles, or blow out their candles, excuse me. So I said, that's the same way you'd blow out your bubbles. And then what I do, which was always a tough part, after I made them start to wash their own face with the water, I said, look, I've got to take this toy that I would literally soak up with water, and I have to put it over your head and let it run down your face. Now, that's the part that starts getting a little nerve-wracking for them. And I said, but listen, it's no different than you blowing out your birthday candles. And I said, we're going to get used to water rolling down your face. And that's kind of the progressive steps that you have to take,
right,
just to get them, just to do that.